I'm Tasi from TaciStudio, and I am here today on, today is Tuesday, March 12th. And I am here today with a little bit different format to my podcast. We just had, as I had mentioned to you, the Rose City Yarn Crawl here in Portland, Oregon, and it was absolutely fabulous. I had told you before that I was going to try to record a little bit, and that's what I did. I could only go on the very first day, on Thursday, and on the last day, so I only visited 4 stores, but I am going to try to put some footage that I did from the stores that I went, and I'm going to show you today the yarn that I got while going to these 4 fabulous stores. So stay tuned, but also be aware that this is going to be a acquisition happy or episode full of acquisitions. I did not really buy a lot, but I feel, and I told my husband this when I got home, I feel very grateful that I was able to just go and be able to buy some of the yarns that I wanted and have some plans and some projects that I can now just look forward to work on. So of course, you know, the plans that I had made in the very beginning of the year have already changed because I have some different acquisitions, and with that come different patterns and different projects that I want to do. First, I just wanted to say welcome if you're new here or if you are a returning viewer. I absolutely love when you leave comments, when you make any suggestions, or when you say anything on the comments below to me. I read every single one of them. I wanted to thank everyone who actually made a comment and talked about my hair last time. I have been so very self-conscious, I think is the word, because I decided this year, I always said I did not want to have gray hair, and I also did not want to have like completely gray hair in my head, because I really always liked the color of my hair, but I got tired of fighting. I have so much gray hair, and I've had gray hairs, actually white hair, since I was 15 or 16, which was the same for my dad. So I decided to stop fighting, and to do that, I have been having to put a lot more blonde, so this way it matches with the gray. But I'm going to stop rambling and just wanted to say thank you to some people who made comment that my hair looks really good, because that makes me feel really good, because I have been feeling self-conscious about changing, and with changes it comes, you know, getting adjusted to it. But I am getting adjusted to it, and I am embracing my gray hair. So thank you so much for those comments. Today I'm going to start with showing you a little bit. I am going to do kind of a little vlog, but with every place that I go, I'm going to try to show you what and where we have gone, and where and the yarns that I got from each of the shops. Next year I'm going to make a huge effort to try to see if I can go to all of the shops. This way I can record that, and if you're not able to come and participate, if you don't live here in Oregon, then you will be able to see a little bit of what I'm talking about. I watched Knititng. She was here, and she actually did a episode also, and I just watched it today. She made also a great video, and if you want to go see and watch what she thought, she went to actually all the 8 shops, and what she thought of our yarn crawl here in Portland. But I have to say that I was very proud of our city. I took a few footage of the city, so you can see that also. And I'm so proud of how each shop has made such a huge effort to make this event a really, really good event. So I wanted to say a few things so you would see, like, the yarn crawl is actually 4 days. It starts on a Thursday every year, and it goes for 4 days. Each before the yarn crawl, there is a mystery knit along and crochet along. So each yarn store, this year there were 8 stores that participated in 8 shops that participated in the yarn crawl, and each store has prizes that they send. So they have what they call a little passport, and you get stamped for each store that you go, and in the end, if you turn your passport, you get the grand you get to participate to for the grand prize. But also each store has a prize, so you can sign up when you first get in there. You can sign up for prizes for the store, for each one of the stores. In addition to that, each store has a designer with a special yarn that designed a pattern that stays displayed at the store, and if you purchase something at the store, you get a code and you can get that pattern for free. That's something that I think is also phenomenal. And they have prize baskets, they have special events, they have trunk shows, and each day, each one of the stores have at least 2 different trunk shows, and it's just for that day on that specific day and that specific trunk show. Some of them, I believe, they go to different stores, but it's mostly each day you would be able to experience something different and somebody different that comes to that one specific store that you can go. I think that it's fantastic, and if you don't have a chance to come, you also can order online and participate and do the yarn crawl. If you can't go in person, you can do that online. Each shop also has, from different dyers, a special color that they have made specifically for their shop and for the yarn crawl. So it's something also that it's very, very cool. And I was able to get one of the yarns that it was specifically for that for the store and for that for the yarn crawl. But I have 2 other ones that I am ordering online, because once I got to the store they didn't have yet, and I will mention that when I get to the store. So so I think that now what I will do is I'm gonna start telling you my route and where I went, but I will put the name and a picture here of every store, that every shop that participated this year. And it was Clothes Knits, the Fiber Rhythm Craft and Design. The other one was For Yarn's Sake, the Naughty Lamb, Northwest Wools, Ritual Dyes, Weird Sisters, and Starlight Knitting Society. Out of those, I went to 4 of them, And so I'm gonna start my tour with you and start by showing you each and every one of the stores that I went. Oh, hi friends, today is Thursday, March 7th, and is the first day of the Rose City Yarn Crawl here in Portland, Oregon. And me and my friend Shan, we are going to go along and try to hit some of the stores here in Portland, and we want you to come over with us. So say hi, Shan.
Hi everyone. We're trying out some new stores that we haven't been to in Portland here today. So we're in North Portland going to Weird Sisters, which is a shop neither one of us have ever been to. So yeah. We'll see what's in store for us.
And we're so happy you're going to be coming with us today. We started our route with going to the Weird Sisters, which is a really cute shop, and you can see on the pictures. Weird Sisters is a shop in Northeast Portland, and the store is actually two sisters, and one of them, and the store is divided in two sides. One side is completely for yarn, and the other side of the store is completely for books. So, and in the middle they have it mixed. They have all kinds of books, all kinds of beautiful knitting accessories. They had two great trunk shows. So as you can see, it was a fun store to be and to go and to see what they had. I had been wanting to get like I said before, I have been wanting to learn how to knit socks a little bit better, and I have been wanting to try the zobber balls, I think that's how you say, and I had not found one with the colors that I really like. And at Weird Sisters I found this one, and I really love the colors on this one, and I'm very excited to knit a pair of socks. I'm actually knitting my fourth pair of socks this year, and it's only March, so I am very happy about that. This one, it says that the color is Zobberball Crazy, color number 25, I think, or 25, 24, 29. I am not 100% sure, but I just really like this color. And my friend Shan got one also, so we're gonna knit. And I am going with this, I'm gonna try to knit Sarah from It's a Sarah podcast. She is this year, she's knitting some sock tubes and just keeping that on a box, and then in the end of the year, or closer to the end of the year, she's going to choose who she's going to give socks to, and then she will do the afterthought heel, then, because then she can choose the colors for the heel, and then she can also know the size of the foot that she needs to do. But I thought that would be really fun, and that's what I'm going to try to do also, because I feel that this way excuse me, excuse me, I needed some water. This way I will learn to do some different heels, and it will be kind of fun to just it's going to be a project that I can always have on the go. So I'm very excited to do this one after the sock that I'm knitting right now, which I will show it to you in the end of the month on my monthly update. So when we were at Weird Sisters, I got that, and the other thing I got was I've been wanting to get a sock ruler, and every time I found, because I think this is from, yeah, it's called Twice Sheared Sheep, and I think that Kim and Jonna, they have that on their, they sell that through their website, but I had been thinking about getting, but just did not, I don't know why I had not gotten it yet, and they sold this at the Weird Sisters, so I got mine, and now I have a sock ruler also. So now I'm going to be really ready to keep knitting those socks. And from there, from Weird Sisters is in Northeast Portland, and we were gonna go to Southeast Portland to first go to Ritual Dyes, which is one of my very favorite stores, and then I took a little bit of footage which I will show now to you, and I basically it's really pretty the way from Northeast or North Portland all the way to Southeast Portland. There's some areas that you can see the whole downtown and the whole city, and it's really pretty. Okay, so now we are at Ritual Dyes, and I cannot tell you how much I love this store, how much I love all of her yarn. Rachel is the owner of Ritual Dyes, and I've known Rachel since she started dyeing and started her yarn collection, I should say. I first met her then, and it was many years ago. I still have a ball of yarn that when she used to write by hand on the labels the name of the colors, and I love that one because it reminds me that I have known her since the beginning. The shop is really cute, and it has a lot of different yarns. I did see the color that she was that she had for the yarn crawl this year, the exclusive color, and I couldn't decide what I wanted to make with it, and once I got home I did, and I really think that I want to make a pair of socks. So I had to order it, and I don't know, now I have to specially order, and I think it's going to take a couple weeks for me to get that. When I get it, I will show you the yarn itself, but I can post a picture here and you can see it's a beautiful color, and I just was mad at myself when I got home because I couldn't decide, and the main reason was that I didn't get one was because I did not know if I wanted sock yarn, if I wanted DK, or which weight that I wanted. So I ended up indecisive, but I think that from now on, when I'm undecided, what I'm going to do is just get a ball of sock yarn, because with that I can either make socks or a hat, and I always love both of them. So it's not like, I just was worried because I have so many one ball, like a lonely skein of yarn, that I was thinking I don't want to have one more that I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But I should have gotten it, but it's okay. She's still going to make some more, and I'm going to get it later. The other thing that I got there is you can see I'm wearing my my ranunculus again, because this time I have blocked, and it looks a little bit better. But I absolutely loved this magpie fiber yarn, and I got this one at the Sacred Sheep last year, and I loved it. Love. It feels so good. It was fabulous to work with, so I decided they had this magpie fiber at Ritual Dyes again, and the color is also the Yarn Crawl exclusive color, which is called Garden Party, and I love it. I bought enough to make a sweater, so I bought a sweater quantity of this, and I think I'm really hoping that I bought enough that I can make the no-frill sweater with that. I'm very excited for this one also, and I might even cast on for this one pretty soon, but I'm doing, as I mentioned to you before, I'm doing a knit along right now, and the yarn and the sweater, I'm knitting the Dartmoor with Leslie Friend from A Friend to Knit With, Gina from Skein Cocaine, and Margaret from Boboleros. And although I'm loving it and I just started, but I chose a yarn that is pretty warm. I'm going to be posting and talking about that in the end of the month also. I'm super happy with it, but I'm starting to feel spring because it's starting to look very nice outside, and I might keep knitting on that and start this one, even though I told myself I have to knit one sweater at a time, but we'll see. So and then we left Ritual Dyes and went to went to Fiber Rhythm, and here's a little footage of us going to that store, and now you can see it's a beautiful store. And even though we actually walked from Ritual Dyes to Fiber Rhythm, they are very close to each other, but they have very different kinds of yarns, and they did have some kits for the animals that I'm doing from the book Edward's Menagerie. Because I already have the book and I have the pattern for all of them, I did not buy the kit machines, and they show you how to knit with the knitting machines, and they had all kinds of they had a nice trunk show also, and it was really fun to visit them. So when I left there, I decided to go back to Ritual Dyes again, and that's when I actually bought this because I couldn't decide what to buy before, and I stopped by there just to get this yarn. I was wanting to try this, and I bought this to make I'm very excited to try this because I have heard about it and heard that it's really nice to work with, and I'm going to make the hair, and I'll put a picture here. This is one of the animals though that I want to knit. This one I want to crochet, I want to crochet this one when my grandson is not here, and then I'm going to put this one on his Easter basket, so it's a little surprise for him, and I'm not going to have him do this one with me because I want him to be surprised. So and then I got this one that I already told you. From there we left, and we went, Shan and I, we went to have lunch together. We had lunch at a little tiny Mexican restaurant called Porque No, and it's really fun, has very, very authentic Mexican food. We had a delicious lunch and we spent some time together, and after that we went our separate ways because she had plans to go with some friends from Seattle, I think, to some of the other stores, but we had something to do that evening, and the next 2 days I did have my grandson at our house, so I couldn't really go. But then Sunday came and I went to my closest and one of my favorite knitting stores, and that is Starlight Knitting Society. So then when I first come in, I took a picture, which you see there in front of the store. They have the half moon in there, and I always wanted to take a picture with that, and have not. I think the shop has been open at least 5 years or longer, and I have never taken a picture that I remember. I think maybe 1 year I took a picture with my friends, but I took a picture there, and then I went in to see the one of the patterns that they had for the yarn crawl, and I am completely in love with it, my friend. I need to make this shawl. Don't you agree that it's just glorious? And the thing that I love it is that it really reminds me of my mom. She loved and collected owls. So she had owls all over the house. Every time we saw a little owl, we would buy and get it for her. So they did not have any kits anymore for the yarn, but I am gonna either wait and get the same yarn or find a yarn that it's the same colors, because this one is gonna be on my priority list. I am really excited to knit this shawl. Then they had 2 trunk shows on the day that I went, and one of them was somebody that I had already seen a lot of his yarns, because I've seen a lot on Instagram and YouTube also, and I have watched a few of his YouTube videos, and that was Twisted Ambitions. I got to meet him, and he is a delight. He is such a fun person. He was wearing a very fun sweater with a lot of fun colors, but you know me and the neutrals, so I got this too, and this one is Edge of Glory, and this one is Chestnut, and I am going to make my pressed flower shawl. I have had that pattern since the very first day that she released, and I had some yarn but just one of the colors, but when I saw these 2, I think this will be absolutely perfect. I think I'm gonna make this my main color and this for the little flowers. And each one of these yarns, have 463 yards for 100 grams, and it's 75% Southwest merino and 25% nylon. So I did get another one, and this time I had to honor him with his fun and bright colors and get one that for me was bright, but that I think I will wear this one. And this is called La Vie Bohème, and it's the same kind of yarn, and he calls it Sweet Sock. and it has 463 yards to 100 grams. With this one, I will either make a pair of very fun socks, or I will make, which I think is what I'm going to make with this one, a Musselburgh hat for myself. I'm very excited for making something with these bright colors. I will probably have to wait until the fall to be able to do this, or maybe sometime this summer. And so that was my last shop and my last visit for the yarn crawl for this year. And I have to say I had a lot of fun, and I'm really, really looking forward to this year Sacred Sheep. If you are in Oregon, I think it would be so much fun to come to this. And if you're not, then and you wanted to do a trip to a nice, fun event, this is going to happen sometime in November. And I think we're also going to have, it's not going to be here in Portland, Oregon. I think it's going to be in Seattle, but there will be another Flock and Fiber this year in Seattle, and I'm going to try to go to that one also. So I think that's it for me, friends. I had a lot of fun, so I wanted to share my experience with you. I wanted to take you along with me. And if you ever have a chance and can come and visit Portland, it's not just, we say that keep Portland weird is one of the sayings that we say here, but it's also a very fun, artistic, and beautiful city. And this is an event that it's worth going if you have a chance to go. Well, for today, I think that's it for me. I am happy that you were here with me. Thank you so much for coming and spending time with me here. If you are not subscribed yet, subscribe and like or leave a comment to let me know if you have been to the yarn crawl, or if you want to go shopping on any of those stores online. I think they still have some of the merchandise and some of the things from the yarn crawl. Until next time, stay healthy, keep knitting, crocheting, or doing what makes you happy. And thank you for being here with me. Ciao.